It looks like everything was just going the way it's supposed to go, like F1, OPT, and H1B, and green card. So, what happened, and why did you decide, like, okay, it's time for me to go back?
It was not at all easy to stay in the Bay Area while single person is earning because H1B was also expiring. I-140 is also you have to start it again, and we only had 30 days, so I didn't got a second chance in any other company.
Can you give me a comparison of like 6 years of experience in United States? What would they make in Bay Area versus what would they make it in India?
Like they talk behind your back. They ask my parents behind my back that why they came back. It will take a little bit time to understand that going back to India is not a failure.
What steps did you take to find a job, and how different job hunting is in India?
So for my case, I'm saving around double if I came back to India. For you, you have to do everything by yourself. Actually, I got a job within week.
Let's assume in this case that you had your I-140 approved. Would you still decide to come back? Before we dive into all the strategies and stories that we're going to discuss in this podcast, let me ask you this. Do you have a clear job hunting strategy to get an internship or a full-time job? Most people don't, and it's costing them opportunities. I've helped over 1100 students with their strategies through my ultimate job hunting course.
And trust me, I'm not even kidding. I could see so many recruiters viewing my profile.
And it's been the best investment I've ever made.
The content is incredibly practical, filled with tips and strategies that make you stand out to recruiters.
It was one of the best courses that I have done till date.
This course covers everything that you need to stand out. You will get ultimate resume course, you will get ultimate LinkedIn course, networking strategy, access to 1100 plus job seekers for support, and personal support from me through WhatsApp group. I will walk you through every single step that you need with real examples and the tools that will give you an edge. I don't want you to miss any other opportunity to land your next job or an internship, so check the link in the description. And now I will let you enjoy the podcast. Thank you, Dhaval, for doing this. I am excited. I think, when I was thinking about this topic, as you know, the job market is brutal right now. We are filming this in 2025. And I was like, I know there must be people who went back to India, but it's not a glamorous story or a glorious story that, oh, I went back to India. So I was like, I don't know who's going to say yes to like this. And but you are kind enough. You are like, I want to educate audience, and I want to share like how I made my decision, what all I went through. And your
Yeah.
story is even more powerful because it was not just you, but your wife, and your green card was in process, which is even crazier. so so um so yeah, let's dive into that story. Again, thank you so much for doing this, but before we do that, let's do quick intro. Where are you from? When did you come to United States? What did you do? What were you doing? And then when did you leave United States?
So yeah, I'm Dhaval and I'm basically from Vadodara, Gujarat. So I went to USA in like fall 2016 and
Mm.
stayed there about 8 years, and then came back to India in September 2024. So
Yes.
when I was there, I went there on a student visa. So I did my master's from San Jose State University, and it was MS in electrical engineering. And
Mm.
then I joined one startup, worked over there for 3 years, and then took a jump and then worked with the last company. And
Mm.
currently, I'm in Vadodara. I already joined a medical startup here, and I'm working as a hardware design engineer. And my profile is almost similar. It's a little bit enhanced than what I was doing in the USA.
Amazing. So it's only been 6 months since you've gone back.
Yes.
I want to get to it. But before that, you also obviously went through F1. You went through
Hmm.
OPT. Then you were on
Yeah.
H1B. Then you got married. Your wife came to United States, and
Yes.
then your green card was in the process, if I'm not wrong. And
Yes.
then you decided at some point that you want to go back. Before we talk about why, one of the things like this decision maybe we dive into why, like before even I ask you anything, what happened? So obviously it looks like everything was just going the way it's supposed to go, like F1, OPT, and H1B, and green card. So what happened, and why did you decide, like, okay, it's time for me to go back?
Yeah, so my last company, they actually filed my I-140 in around September or August 2022. And to finish the entire process, it's around 2 years right now, 2 or 2.5 years, with everything included, documentation and everything. So I got married in December 2022, and my wife came with me to US in January 2023. So
Mm.
she was definitely on H4, and then we were waiting for my I-140 to be approved, so she can get the EAD, and then she can start working. So,
And
in
just a small
Mhm.
clarification for audience. 2 years is for the perm process, for so
Yes.
that's when your I-140 gets approved. Then you get a
Mhm.
priority date, and that priority date for Indians, it's like 30-40 years at least.
Yeah.
So he didn't mean that he'll get his green card approved, just
Yeah.
I-140 approved, which is one of the first step of green card.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Basically, with the I-140 approved, if your partner is on a dependent visa, they can get the EAD and they can start working. So
Hmm. Yeah.
that was our goal. So she actually left her career in India and came with me in USA. So we were actually excited and waiting for our I-140 to get approved. And unfortunately, our both H1B and H4 visa was expiring in August 2024. So we also have to file a renewal for that because I still have 2 years left in my 6 years of H1B. So, but suddenly, like May 2024, our company actually announced the layoffs. So it was a particular group layoff. So
Hmm.
entire team was actually eliminated. So then, during that particular time, my I-140 was still not approved. So I didn't have that many options. So I had a chat with my HR and my manager and everyone, and I was seeking help that if you can just let me work for more like 3-4 months, then my I-140 might get approved, so I can definitely switch a job. And even
Hmm.
my H1B was also expiring, so I had to file a renewal for me and my wife as well. So, I mean, we tried to see a lot of different options, but because that entire group was eliminating, my role was eliminated, and there was no similar or like even like closer role that I can just fit in. Because you know that I-140 is filed, so your job responsibilities and everything is almost connected. So if you are
Hmm.
changing a role significantly, you have to report and you have to start it again. So
Hmm.
uh, then eventually they offered me a temporary position in Buffalo. So I was in Bay Area, and they wanted me to go to Buffalo location, and then they will definitely do my H1B transfer or H1B extension for 2 years. But
Hmm.
that particular role was a temporary role, so it was 6 months role. So even if I can take that role, it would have ended in like February 2025. Definitely, I would have get the H1B extension, but then I would be in Buffalo without the job and with the same situations, and my I-140 was in like nowhere, right? So the
Hmm.
decision we have to take that, okay, now what we have to do. So
Then I mean, yeah, like you could have done day one CPT, but you obviously, I'm assuming you didn't want it to go that route. Hey, before we move on to the next part of the video, I want to quickly talk about our newsletter community, which you can be part of absolutely free. We are now going strong and we have more than 40,000 people in our newsletter community. So imagine 40,000 people are receiving my newsletter every single week, twice a week, where I break down all of the stories that we did and make it a valuable resource for you. So if you're someone who doesn't have time to watch this and you just want to get an email with all of the resources into an email, that is the place to be. I'll put the link in the description. I'll give you some example. This is the one for Tanvi, where how she got 2 co-ops and she paid off her entire master's fees. This is an example of Maya, where she got 3 co-ops and she paid off her fees plus a little bit of savings. Here is an example of Sahil, who got his green card in 3 years. Here is an example where we shared bunch of resources on job hunting. So I promise this is going to be valuable resource for you, and it doesn't cost you anything. If you want to be part of our newsletter community, link will be in the description, or you can go to link.udj.com/newsletter. This is the URL. And now I'll let you enjoy the video.
Yeah, I mean, then I had consulted few lawyers. So a few people told that, oh, you can just go to student visa, go to a course, or just convert your H-1B into a visitor visa, and then you can stay for 6 months and everything. Um, because my wife was on H4. If she was
Hmm.
on H1B, then the route was a little bit easier. Then I can go on H4 and she will continue the H1B. But for me, like, because she can't work, and then we have to like stay in the US. If I'm even enrolling in a student visa or visitor visa, you will definitely burn out from your savings, right? And
Hmm.
it was not at all easy to stay in the Bay Area while single person is earning. So we were just waiting to get my wife a job. So
Yeah.
and then, I mean, see, I don't want to relocate to Buffalo and then do not have a job after 6 months, because from California to New York, that is a big change. We haven't
Yeah.
seen the snow, right? So we were not habituated with the weather and the
Hmm.
location or something. So
Hmm.
then definitely we took the decision to come back.
Hmm. What went through, because again, now you are from a Gujarati community, and I don't know, this might be same for all the communities in India, but at least I know in India, usually people who go to United States, they assume that your life is good, your life is set, you're successful. So coming back is seen as a failure, or as a like, oh, why did you come back, like weren't you supposed to be there? um, I'm assuming you went through all this with you, your wife, with your parents. How did you go through those emotions, and what was your state of mental health like? How what all happened in that situation, and then you convinced yourself like, okay, we need to change our mindset, that this is it, kind of thing.
Yeah, so basically, I consulted with my wife, and even she didn't want a career break of more than like 3 or 5 years. And then she already had like 1.5 year of career break. So to get a work, there was this option that we could have just come back to India, and then we both can work independently. And then there are several key factors where I want to explore my job role and something. So the thing is, with the H1B, the electrical engineer would just go in a ladder of electrical engineering. They can't move outside of the box, right? When I was working, I was much into like quality control, assurance, documentation, SOP, and those kind of things. So when if we come back to India, I could have explored those fields as well. So then we took the decision. I was actually headstrong to come back because I was missing family, and as a single child, I had my parents, and eventually we have to take care of them in after ages. So it was really hard. Those 3 months were like the toughest time of my life, where you just have you. I didn't even have 60 days because
Mm.
my H1B was expiring, so we only had like 45 to 50 days to figure everything out.
Mm.
Definitely, I tried to get another job within the Bay Area. So, if a company is good and if they were planning to file EB to NIW, if people are familiar with that particular visa, then
Yeah.
my wife can get EAD earlier. But
Mm.
I mean, because H1B was also expiring, I-140 is also you have to start it again. And we only had 30 days, so I didn't got a second chance in any other companies. So
Hmm.
in mostly in August starting, we took the decision that before our H-1B is expiring, let's just go back.
How was the conversation with your parents? Did you consult the parents at all that, hey, I think we're gonna like come back?
Uh, yeah, I mean, we didn't inform our parents till like July or August because they might get shocked,
Oh,
right?
freak out.
That
Yeah.
people are coming back. But surprisingly, like my dad and my wife's parents, they took it in a positive way that, oh, we are
Hmm.
coming back, so it's fine. You are staying with us, and then uh, it's good for them that we are coming back and doing everything with them, enjoying festivals,
Hmm.
foods, and everything. Actually, my mom was a little bit skeptical about the decision that oh, we are coming back, because she was much into like what people will say that you went there
Hmm.
and you
Hmm.
just came back in 8 years, and she's a little bit like onto that side that oh, what people will think, that what happened, or
Yeah.
something like that. So it was a little bit tough to explain her and show the like the positive side and why we are coming back, and other things. So but
So
eventually
did
now.
that happen? Did that happen when you did go back? Did people made fun? Did people mock? Did people taunt that, wait, why are you back? kind of thing? Did that happen?
Yeah, I mean, definitely it happened actually. When we came back, when we were coming here for vacation, people see us in a different way. But when we
Hmm.
relocated back permanently, I can definitely see there is a huge transition in their behavior. Like they talk behind your back. They ask my parents behind
Hmm.
my back that, oh, why this, why they came back? What happened? Is something, it like their work related, or they just got laid off or something like that. So but then
Hmm.
I mean, I was headstrong, and then eventually my mom accepted. I came here, and then we sat together, all family discussed on that, and then my mom and dad, now they can definitely give the answer. And we didn't do anything wrong, right? It was
Yeah.
not in our hand. So
Yeah.
sometimes people will always see USA as a like that glamorous world which
Hmm.
shows in like with in web series, movies, or everything. But it is not like that, and it will take a little bit time to understand that going
Hmm.
back to India is not a failure.
Hmm. Yeah.
So.
What advice would you give who are people who are in similar to your situation? They got married, they're just waiting for their I-140. They don't know. There's a lot of uncertainty, and they were like contemplating, like maybe we should just go back. But then they are also worried about like society, what other people are gonna say, and all of that. What would you tell them now that you've been here?
So basically, what we did that, when I was in the USA, I was earning only, right? I was a single earning person. When we came back to India, and we both can work, right? So let's just see how saving will work, right? In the Bay Area, when we both were renting one BHK apartment, and after everything, we could have only saved like around $1,000, which is like 85,000.
That is
Uh,
crazy.
yeah, right. And you know
Because
that
again,
in
for
Bay,
people who don't know, Bay Area, like people do make a lot of money, but I'm assuming your rent must be like $2,300 or something like that.
it was around 2,600, and it was optimum. It was not that luxurious apartment.
Hmm.
So
2,600 for one bedroom. That is crazy.
it was even around 600 square feet area. So I mean,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
not
So
that
it's
big
super
even.
tiny. Yeah. Yeah. And then probably another 1,000 to 1,500 for lifestyle expenses in Bay Area. If you have loan and if you have car loan,
Yeah.
all of that, yeah, you end up saving $1,000 to $2,000 a month. Yeah.
I mean, for me, it was not even 1,000. So, because you know that the tax will also go in that way, right? Because the tax slab is higher, and then you
Mm.
will do the 401k and everything. So eventually it will come around 1,000 for my case. I mean, it depends upon other people as well.
Yeah,
But
I know you're also a single earner, right? So in this
yeah,
case, you are not just paying for yourself. Like your wife is there, so you want to take her out. You
yeah.
probably do outings at least couple times a month. And then your food is not just one expense; it's the groceries are expensive as well. Like every time we go to Costco, like it's like $200, $300 bill. So yeah, so I
Yeah.
know what you mean. Yeah.
And then, because I'm from Vadodara, and in India, it's in tier two city. And when I came back to Baroda after 8 years, and
Mm.
even eventually did the job hunting and everything, a lot of key factors have changed here. So we had house here, right? So we don't need to pay the rent. We had car here. We have like three house help people coming here, cooking and cleaning and everything. And my dad is also working. Uh, my wife already got a job. I got a job. So, I mean, if we all are earning around 2 lakhs per month, you can definitely you can actually live luxurious life near 50 to 60K per month. So eventually, you are saving 1.5 lakh per month here. So for my
Mm.
case, I'm saving around double if I came back to India. So that's a very
Mm.
clear decision, and I don't want to have my wife's career break, right? She is into digital marketing. She already had 1.5 year of career break, and for her perspective also, I had to think. So she actually she got the job first. So
Mm.
here,
Oh, so
digital
you didn't
marketing,
have a job before you left United States. You
yeah.
just left and you're like, okay, I'll figure out the job later on.
Yeah, I mean, within those 3 months, our mental situation and condition were not that strong. We were
Mm.
like in a lot of dilemma, and like, we were leaving the USA. So I actually took like 2 months break.
Mm.
And my wife can't afford to have a break, so she already started applying in the first month, and in second month, she already got a job
After coming to United States. I mean,
after
sorry, after
coming to
coming
India.
to,
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that too in Baroda.
Yeah, and I mean, we both work here. Our workplaces are around 20 minutes by road,
Commute. Yeah.
by two-wheeler. Yeah, so you can definitely save a lot of time in tier two cities.
Mm.
She is from Ahmedabad, so she was telling that she was spending like 1 hour going to her workplace before marriage. So in
Mm.
Baroda, it's around 20 minutes for both of us. So
Mm.
it is little bit easier. I took 2 months break, and then in November I had to do few certifications related to my quality and ISO certifications and all. So actually, I finished all of those certifications and coursework in November, and in December actually I started applying, and by December end I had a job. So I joined from
Mm.
January. Yeah,
Amazing. So not only you're saving more, you're also living with your parents. You're
yeah,
living more luxurious life because you now don't have to do dishes, you don't have to cook, you don't have to worry about all of that stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, and you get to celebrate all the festivals and enjoy the life,
Yeah.
live the quality life.
Yeah, I mean, it is really good. I mean, when we look back to our journey, we haven't thought that in within 6 months we will, have everything what we have decided. We were planning to have at least a year to settle back and do all of the same things what we were doing in the US and everything. But actually, we took less than 6 months to
Hmm.
gain or attain the similar stuff. Now
Hmm.
there are a lot of like cultural shocks or even like workplace differences which I have basically faced because she didn't work in the USA, but I worked
Hmm.
there for 6 years, right? So
Hmm.
I faced a lot of differences here.
What
But
are some of the work culture difference?
so basically, I worked in the USA for one startup and one MNC. And when I was in India, I already worked 1 year for an MNC. But this one, the current job is a startup. So work role is not that clearly defined, right?
Hmm.
Because it's a startup. So even if I'm a hardware design engineer, I have to do the documentation, I have to do the testing, I have to do the soldering and like PCB making and a lot of that those kind of works. And I actually liked it. That's why I chose that thing. But in USA, if you are in MNC, your roles are very clearly defined, mostly clearly defined. So when I was a test engineer, I was not taking care of the design part. I mean, I
Hmm.
know basic things. I can definitely interpret what they are doing, but it was not like completely on me, or it was not like, oh, you have to do that or something. So that is one change. And in USA, if you know that, like people will just keep it to themselves, right? They are not much into you and your personal life and personal like gossiping and all things. In India, in some of the companies or startup like people talk about you. And eventually, when I joined them, almost all people asked like, why you left USA?
Hmm.
Why did you
Hmm.
come here? Is there a visa issue, or do you like it here? And anything like that.
Yeah, because
So
everybody probably wants to go to USA,
yeah.
and you came back from it, so they are like, "What the heck is wrong with you? Like, why did you come?"
Yeah, and even on a lunch table, like we do the lunch together, and then I explain my situation a little bit, and then I can definitely see that they have a different interpretation of life in USA. So then
Yeah.
I have to tell them, oh no, you don't get that in the USA. It's not like that. So you have to do everything by yourself. And
Hmm.
whatever they are telling, oh, you will get the house help, you will get everything. It might be for luxurious people, or it might be for ultra rich people. For you, you have to do everything by yourself. You'll not
Yeah.
get a plumber, or you'll not get any kind of gardener help. You have to do everything by yourself. So,
That's right. That is 100% right. I mean, my parents are here and they are also shocked. Like, even our fridge was broken, and they're like, "Oh, you have to get an appointment." Like, if something were to happen in Mumbai, like we would just go downstairs, and they're like, "Few people we can." They will just come within 5-10 minutes. I'm like, "That's not how it works here."
yeah, I
So,
mean, there is a one more difference or shock I can say. Like after 8 years, if you come here, you have a lot of app and lot of services, like you mentioned, like Blinkit
mm,
or like
Zepto,
this
yeah,
kind of Zepto. Yeah, they'll deliver everything to your doorstep at 10 in within 10 minutes. In
yeah,
USA, you can't get anything. You can even order like a small, like a 50 rupees amount, and they will definitely come to your house with a small fee and
yeah,
deliver it. And the
yeah.
timing is also late night and something. So, and India went like digitalized. When I was there in 2015, we didn't even use a Google Pay or Apple Pay or something. Now
Even
everyone uses
UPI
GPay.
wasn't there. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
everyone, like from fruit sellers, vendors, everyone. Even like rickshaw drivers, Uber drivers, everyone use GPay right
Mhm.
now. So even if
Mm,
it's like 10 or 20 rupees item you're buying, you can definitely go cashless. And that's
mm.
very good. I
Yeah.
have seen in USA, still people are depending upon the cash transactions and all things. Here it's
I
I
mean, it's
love it
rare.
actually.
I think most places in USA you'll go like, it's not UPI. Obviously, it doesn't exist, but
Mhm.
most places, at least credit card, though you'll get through by credit card. Cash,
Yeah.
I've not seen like a whole lot places. Maybe in Bay Area it's different, but yeah, no,
I
I know
mean,
what you mean. I know what you
yeah.
mean. But
In a
I want
grocery
to.
store, yeah, people use cash
Yeah,
sometimes.
yeah, of
I haven't
course.
seen that anywhere here. Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, yeah. But I want to now go more logistic, discuss more logistic things. So let's say people have made up their mind. They are also like mentally now strong, like in this case, that okay,
Mm,
I'm gonna do this. In your case, you decided that I'm gonna take a break
yeah.
and go to India and then look for a job. But I also want to remind people your situation where you worked in United States for 6 years. So I'm assuming you had savings to do that. but for people who might be a student who are on OPT trying to find a job and not able to get a job and they have to go out, in their case I would assume they should look for a job before coming to India, because um, I don't know, it's going to be even harder if they don't have it, and it's going to be even more mental trauma going on. But regardless, what steps did you take to find a job, and how different job hunting is in India?
Okay, so yeah, I mean, for those people, since we only had like 45 to 50 days to come back here, we didn't have that much time to take a job search or something like here. But yeah, definitely, if someone is coming from like student visa or OPT or STEM OPT, and they are not converting into H1B or I-140, if they have time, they could just go to LinkedIn and Naukri.com. Here, Naukri.com is also a famous like website to locate the local jobs, I can say. So you can try, like, just go and change your location, see how many opportunities you are finding. Is it actually open position? You can definitely go to their careers page of the India location and check with them. Definitely use LinkedIn Premium to make connections with the HR people. So I'll tell you my experience. So in India, like, LinkedIn and Naukri.com, you definitely start applying, but mostly they are not replying back. So the thing
Mm.
is, then in India there is a call culture. So if you will get a HR number, uh, you can definitely directly call them and tell them that, hey, I had seen this position here, and see, I have this kind of experience. So then they will definitely have a conversation with you, and then you can definitely send them your resume. So in USA,
Interesting.
it's not like that. Oh, you just call the HR and then tell your story. But here,
Yeah.
I have seen this like frequently. Uh,
Mm.
and for like
Same for your
for
wife. For your wife also, she did the same thing. LinkedIn, Naukri.com, updated the resume, applied online, got the call. Is that the same strategy you guys applied?
yeah, I mean, she also faced the similar things that now we had to make a call, and do not rely on just emailing and just applying and not checking back
How do
with
you
them.
find the number?
So basically, through the if it's a LinkedIn Premium, I would definitely message the HR or hiring person. You can definitely see that they are hiring, and then their post will also show that, oh, we are hiring for this position. So definitely try to send them a personal message and tell them that, oh, my profile is this. If we can have a call, it would be great. See, it's not 100% success here, but I mean, like half of the time I was getting calls. So,
Hmm. Probably
because you,
more calls than United States, I'm assuming.
yeah, I mean, I was getting a lot of calls from consultancy, but then
Hmm.
I don't want to go with the consultancies because I don't want a third wheeling in between. My
Hmm.
wife also was getting a lot of consultancies and a lot of those kind of calls, but
You wanted
eventually
to work
she,
for product-based
yeah,
company.
yeah,
Hmm.
eventually also she got the role without the consultancy and directly with her career. I mean,
Hmm.
with her role.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Go ahead. Go
yeah, I
ahead.
mean,
Sorry.
yeah, and then definitely people are a little bit helpful here. So, for my case, I was outside of the India for 8 or 9 years, right? Uh, so I didn't have that much connections here, like LinkedIn connection or our friends or something. And a lot of people were not even in within the city. For us, our priority was to stay with my family within the same city because I don't want to rent apartment and go in other cities. So I didn't have that many connections. But if someone like they are coming back from student visa or like OPT, they only have like 3 4 years spent in the USA. So definitely try to make contact with your previous friends or like college mates or something. You can definitely check if they are in the HR or if they have few connections. Because
Hmm.
after like getting the referrals, definitely you will schedule few calls. So once I got first HR call, actually I got a job within week. I had
Mm.
3 rounds of interviews. Mostly everything was done within the week. And
So
for my
would
wife
you say
also,
your US experience or your US education helped in like interviewing and in getting a higher package, or did they not consider, like, we don't care if you have a master's degree, they only focused on your work experience?
so for me, the main question or main problem was that people were not believing me that oh, I came back from the USA and I am looking for work here. So initially, when I was making call, they were always telling, "Oh, but then your last experience is in the US. Did you really move here? Why you have been moved to India and everything like that?" But once I got the job which I'm doing right now. Now I see there is a difference and there is a shift for from the recruiter's side. Like now people are approaching me more. Like oh
Mm,
now because now they understand that oh I'm here, I'm working with the local company and I'm local person. So I
mm.
was not getting this many calls before when I was actually applying, but after I got a job, I was getting a lot of calls.
Okay. So
Yeah,
market did shift for you once you had a local experience or India experience, but
yeah,
initially you were still getting the calls. But
yeah,
and the biggest hurdle for you was like like they were having hard time believing you that you're actually you left United States and you came to India, and why would you want to do that? That's kind of
yeah.
what. How did you answer that question?
So I actually told them that oh my work visa was expiring and our group was eliminated, and as a single child I had to come back to take care of my family. So we relocated back. So we
Okay.
actually told the truth to everyone that my wife can't work over there and she didn't have a career. She didn't want to have a career break. So then people believed. I mean.
Okay.
And
Yeah. Yeah.
this one actually was a startup. So to explain CEO or HR or people within the startup was little bit easier
Easier.
rather
Yeah.
than when I was applying and calling for a little bit bigger companies here.
Got it. Okay.
So
Y-
mhm,
Yeah. So I'm assuming Baroda obviously is not like a tech city or something. Yes, it's growing, but
yeah,
yet you were able to get it within a week or two with your experience, 6 years of experience. Um, but if someone were to go to Mumbai or Bangalore, I would assume like they would also have opportunities if they had similar profile like yours. Would you say yes or
yeah.
no?
I would definitely say yes because the last company, my last employer, they had an office in Pune. So I did ask them that, oh, do you have opportunities within the Pune or within the India locations? But they only have sales department in India. So for my company, it was not there. But if you are working with the MNC, there are a lot of companies in Pune, Bangalore, Hyderabad, even in Gurugram and like Haryana side, there are a lot of
Mm,
companies and a lot of manufacturing sites. So I think I was also getting calls or like, connection requests from Pune mostly and Bangalore and those kind of areas. So it
mm,
might be a little bit easier. And, because my field is electronics, power electronics, and we do not have that much like people doing that particular role or studying that right now. It's not in like demand like software or web development. So maybe it's a little bit easier to get a job. Even in
mm.
within USA, when I was trying for a month, I was getting calls. Even
Yeah.
I was looking for H1B or something. My
Mm.
main issue was that they were not ready to do either I-140 or we didn't have the time left to do the H-1B transfer.
Transfer. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. But you would say your experience still did help, right? Like if you didn't have the experience, would you say you would still be able to get the similar package or jobs?
I mean, if I didn't have the experience from the USA and if I had to come back after a student visa, definitely there would be a low package here. So
Okay.
that you have to see. But then actually do not convert like USD to INR and like it's you have to see also purchase parity index, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Of
So
course.
yeah, so I mean do that And in within tier two cities, I think you can definitely save
Yeah.
rather
Yeah. Yeah.
than going to big cities. You can definitely save more because you don't have to pay the rent, or you don't have a car loan, or you don't have any kind of liabilities here.
Yeah. What's the typical, so someone like you who's in power electronics field,
Hmm.
electrical engineer, can you give me a comparison of like 6 years of experience in United States? What would they make in Bay Area versus what would they make it in India? Like just give me a range. You don't have to tell me what you are making.
I mean, within the Bay Area, it would be around 120 to 150, maybe. I'm
Mm,
assuming. And
yeah.
because we were on H1B, and I have seen people who were citizens or permanent residents with the same experience and same degree, they might have paid more.
Mm,
So
mm.
I'm just telling you about my range that it would be
Yeah,
120
yeah,
to
of course.
150
Yeah.
in the USA. Uh, for here, if I can tell, it would be around like 7 to 9 or 10 lakhs per Baroda
Okay.
per year.
10 lakhs per year. Okay. Yeah.
I mean 7 to 10. So it would definitely depend upon like the company, is a startup, MNC, what is your role or something like that.
Mm.
7 to 9 would be ideal.
Okay.
Yeah.
After 6 years of experience?
Yes, and you know why that also I tell you. This is for my first job, right? Because I didn't have an Indian experience and people were not believing me or like
Mm,
trusting me that oh I came back and those kind of things. But if I see a lot of other people with the similar range of experience, they are making about 12 lakh per annum.
mm.
So
And
definitely, so
I'm
after a
assuming that's
year,
also
yeah,
because of Baroda, but if the same thing Pune or Bangalore, I'm assuming it would be at least
yeah.
more 15, 20.
Yeah, definitely. They will have a big salary jump, and it would be a little bit easier because Pune, Bangalore, and those kind of cities have US MNCs. So they would definitely take care of your USA experience more, right? You have worked
Mm,
within the same group or same environment. So
mm,
this is very basic range which I'm telling for like very basic people who are coming here or who are planning to come here. So even with the Vadodara and Ahmedabad, you can see a lot of pay disparity.
mm. So, did you feel like when you got the package, because of obviously 150 to 10 lakhs, that's like 1 crore to 10 lakhs a year. Again, we are not, I know I'm trying to convert like USD to INR, but still like 1 crore in Bay Area versus 10 lakhs in India. Did you feel shocked? Like, oh my gosh, this is so low. Or you were
No,
like, no,
actually,
okay.
I had anticipated little bit less than what
Mm,
I did get because
mm,
of the reasons which I mentioned to you. The thing is that 1 crore. My main thing is how much I'm saving
yeah, yeah.
and how much I would contribute to my family.
Mm,
And the thing is, my wife is also working right now. So how
yeah.
much our total earning per house, right? So
Yeah, yeah.
that.
So together, you guys are in working together in India, even though
Mm.
it's such a 10 time less salary, but savings is more compared to
Yeah,
you working here, single person, with no house help. House is smaller. I'm assuming your house in Baroda is probably like a big, very big house.
yeah,
So all of that, you're still saving less comparatively. So in a long run, compounding and all of it, you'll probably have more money saved up in India is what you are, I'm assuming you're saying.
yeah. And even for me also, I mean, if I want to change my field or if I even want to combine my field with another field, I can do it freely here. For
Mm,
me, my mental stability is most important. I do not
mm,
want like a 60 days of thing on my head every time. And
mm,
because my wife is a dependent on a dependent visa, that 60 days is on her as well.
mm,
So here I can definitely work freely. And
mm,
I actually started working and getting certifications, which I mentioned. And actually, in India, certification helps. So if you are doing certification or a week course or something from a uh, reputed company or reputed education system, they will definitely take that into consideration. I mean, I can give you examples. So if I am certified for ISO 9001
Mm,
quality management system, I got the certification after all the exam and everything in here. For
mm,
USA, quality management system is not directly related to electrical engineering. So it
yeah.
might not help that much. But for in India, I can definitely go and have both roles together.
Mm,
So
mm,
those kind of certifications help here.
yeah. Okay. Let's talk about finance logistics. So obviously you mentioned 401k, so you probably had your account there.
Mhm.
Your bank accounts, you probably might have even stock account. Did you did you still keep everything and left, or did you consolidated all the funds and then transferred it to India? And like, how can people start preparing for that?
So actually, for 401k and tax preparation and everything, we took the financial advice from our tax consultant because I was single earning and filing jointly, and my 401k and everything amount. If you file jointly and below certain range, you will definitely get a tax refund. And I was even showing that I was helping my family as a single child. So that was also in like itemized versus standard tax deduction. So
Hmm.
definitely it helped. And when I had a final call with my tax consultant, they suggested me to actually withdraw the 401k amount and transfer them to Indian account. I know that there will be a penalty and there will be the things and everything, but eventually there are only two, three options with the 401k. If I'm not going back to USA and if I don't want to wait till 59 years to get those amount and everything, we actually took the penalty and we collected our money and came back here. Because
Hmm.
at that particular moment, I was a little bit skeptical that, oh, I might need a financial assistance. So if my money isn't within the USA, and if I'm not rolling back over, it would be a little bit difficult. We didn't have visa, and I was like little bit skeptical about
Yeah.
money and all those kind of related things.
Yeah.
So yeah, we took the penalty, and even like if you withdraw the 401k amount, they will definitely take those amount and add in entire year salary. So
Hmm.
because I left the job in the August, it wouldn't hurt that much to me.
Hmm.
And
Okay.
with
Yeah, and
yeah,
for
and
people who don't know, 401k is a retirement account. You are spending some amount of your salary into your 401k that it gets invested into stock market, and then it grows by age of 60. You can get required, I mean 59 and a half, whatever that
yeah,
age is. You retire, and then that money you can either start withdrawing it, and or you can take it out, whatever you want, however you desire it. But it is tax deferred, which means you are not paying tax right now when you are investing in it, but when you withdraw it you have to pay tax. So in your case, you didn't wait for 60, obviously. You withdraw it. So when you withdraw it, I think it's a 10% penalty. I'm not sure,
yeah.
is it 10?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is 10% penalty plus the
plus
tax
the
range or
tax that you
tax
have to
slab.
pay.
But
Yeah.
it would definitely count entire year. So if you are coming back within the 6 months, it wouldn't have that much impact. You will definitely have 10% penalty for sure.
Mm.
And the main interesting thing for USA, like if you go to Chase Bank or Bank of America, the rate of interest, it's very low, right? It's like
Yeah,
1, 2, 3%. Uh, but
less.
if
I
you
mean,
tran
you're saying 1, 2, 3 is more for that's like high yield savings account or something like that. But normal Chase Bank and everything, it's like 0.01.
Yeah. And I was even considering like the other bank like Star Bank or Star One or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, like Goldman
Cooperative,
Sachs and
yeah,
SoFi and all of
cooperative banks and those kind
that.
of things. We have seen mostly 3% in that thing. But we had the NRE account in the India. So when I transfer my money from USA to India, we didn't have to pay the taxes, right? In India, if you open the NRE account with a good bank, even if it's like a government bank, you'll get around 7 or 7.5% rate of
Mm,
interest.
So
So
you kind of cover that money over here.
yeah,
Yeah.
and the thing is, we were skeptical that what we'll do without the money? What if we want to do something different and we need those kind of money right now? Within for 401k, you don't have money right now. You know that, right? So
Mm.
if we need funds immediately, what we'll do? So we didn't took that chance and we actually encashed them.
Okay.
And
And then I'm assuming all normal bank account and everything, you probably withdraw everything as well.
Actually, I kept my US account active for this year's tax returns and all of the formalities and everything. And I'm planning to keep one international account. It's
Nice.
they told that you can definitely keep an international account with a minimum fee and whatever they are that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
US account helps if you are traveling outside of the India. So I
Mm,
traveled a few countries and with the US bank, I could have make everywhere without any issues. So
that is good. Good to know.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I just keep one account, if it's possible for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And
And any other logistic things, paperwork that you had to take care of when you came back?
I mean, not that much really. Our H1B was expiring, so mostly the HR work and the company experience letter. I would
What about
definitely
India?
Oh, for India documentation? Oh,
Yeah.
definitely. So after 8 years, I didn't have a phone number, and in India now, phone number is attached with the Google Pay account or any kind of the thing. So definitely, when we came back here, we had to get a phone number. We had to get the bank account, and then linked everything together, and
Mm.
our addresses and everything changed, right? So those kind of documentation, if you don't have a license or if your Indian license is expired or something, you will definitely come here and you need to renew that. So those kind of things, I don't see much different. Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Okay. Cool. Let's assume in this case that you had your I-140 approved. Would you still decide to come back? Or would you be like, okay, no, let's just stay here?
Okay, then if my I-140 is approved, then definitely my wife can do a job, right?
Or, yeah.
Yeah. And but eventually I was not planning to stay US for that long time. Like I
Mm,
actually don't want to retire in USA. So after
mm,
within like 10, 15 years with a good amount of saving and something, we might need to come back to take care
mm.
of our parents and something like that. So
Yeah, and so that's where I was trying to get to that point that uh, because you said like we would have to have like we at some point we would want to come back, and my one
mhm,
of my best friend also came back, and
mhm,
he had certain criterias in mind. Ki, okay, I want this much salary
mm,
in India before I move.
yeah,
So he did an internal transfer. He's making 50 lakhs, which is good,
mhm,
and he had also like savings goal key I have to bring at least 1 crore back, and
yeah.
so in his case he did bring that, but what would you say, like if let's say people are watching this and they are like they have their I-140 in approved, but obviously it's going to take a long time for green card, so they are also single child and they have to go back at some point. What would be like a level where they would say like if you have this things, then I would decide to go back.
For me, it would be a different case, but definitely, see, you need to have a good amount of saving.
Hmm.
So even if your I-140 is approved, everyone has a different goal, like 1 crore, 2 crore, whatever. Uh, Once you reach that goal, talk with your partner because then if you have a kid or if you have a partner, entire life of everyone will get affected with that decision, right? So do that and definitely like if you can do internal transfer, that's the best one. I have like few friends who work there in TCS or who work there in companies like L&T and something in the USA. They took also the internal transfer and came back to Pune or Gandhinagar or something. So if you can do that, and if you think that particular salary range is enough to survive in India, and then you can definitely take a call and come back. It's not
Hmm.
that bad how it seems actually. Yeah,
Mm.
definitely. We miss few things about the USA, and India is not 100% like better or everything. Everything has a pros and cons here. So if you can if you can bear the cons of India, like the traffic or like the driving stress and everything and other things, then you can take a chance to come back.
Hmm. Do you regret the decision at all? Ki arey, I wish things would have been different. Or do you feel like now at this point, living 6 months, you're like, I am good. I feel like life is good to move forward.
Yeah, actually, I don't regret the decision. I'm a little bit happier. I'm stress-free right now. My health is
Mm.
being good here with like food and family and like friends and everything. Mental health is also improved because I don't have a ticking cycle of that. So I do not regret the decision actually coming back to India. But
Amazing.
yeah, definitely, I miss certain things of USA that I would definitely miss
What
those
are some
parts.
of those things?
So actually, I had a Tesla, so I miss my Tesla the most here.
Well, now people are breaking that Tesla in California. So anyway, yeah, yeah.
For me, it was
Tesla.
like, yeah, a Tesla was one thing, and the better driving and those kind of things. So after 8 years, you will definitely see the difference. Like if you haven't drove a car for 8 years and you just come here suddenly, you will definitely feel the difference. So those kind of
Hmm.
thing I like about the USA. I know Bay Area traffic is not that good or not
If
that
you were to
known for
commute,
the
but if you are
yeah.
like just in the Fremont area or in Bay San Jose area, I think it's not that bad. But during the office hours, yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it was around 1 hour because now a lot of Bay Area companies started asking their employees to work from within
Come
the
back.
office. Yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot of my friends who stay there, they have to go to 3 to 4 days office right now.
So they are spending 1 2 hours in the car.
Yeah, because they bought house in like Dublin or those kind of areas, right? Then you have
Yeah.
to come to San Jose. You will definitely take 1 hour.
Mm,
So
yeah.
those things, and the other thing is like I'm just talking about the Bay Area. So in Bay Area, where we were living in San Jose, within 1 or 1.5 hour, you will reach to either mountain or beach or any
Mm,
other good places to hike or something like that. Uh, for India, it's little bit hard. So within 1 2 hours, you won't reach anywhere. Basically, you will be within that particular area, and I'm talking about like Gujarat. So we don't have that much places to explore for hiking or for like beach or something like that. So that I
mm,
miss the most because we both love to go on hike or on the beach or something like that. Here we feel a little bit stuck, but then you need to have like more than like 4 or 5 hours to go to your favorite
it's not
place.
like a day trip. It will have to
Yeah.
be like a weekend getaway or something like that.
And the other thing is, we can tell about the pollution on something. In Bay Area,
Mm,
the vision is very clear. The
mm,
visibility is way better than that. So every time I come to India, I always feel that, oh, my vision is a little bit blurry, or it's not that clear vision or like pollution-free and horn-free thing. For
mm,
India, you will definitely need to take care about those things.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Those are some little things that you don't think about it, which impacts your life until like you don't have it in your life.
Yeah, and then the last thing would be like within the USA, if you are staying away from your entire family, there would be a little bit more independence and less interference from extended family and all other things. When you come to India, you have to
Oh,
attend the functions and you have to socialize and
right.
do those
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, there's so much drama. That is right. Yeah, like you didn't come, you didn't wish me, you didn't, you did. Yeah, yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah.
That I think, yeah, I mean, that will definitely make an impact. We haven't thought about these things, but now after 6 months, when I see, oh, then I will definitely tell you that there are little bit of cons moving back to India.
Right, right. But this is great. I'm so glad you shared your journey. I know it's not like a again glamorous story, but
Yeah,
the story needs to be told. And again, I hope people like learn from this your from your story. Maybe
yeah,
some of them will reach out to you to like get even more details. But
yeah.
again, thank you so much. What is the one final advice would you give them if they are in your situation? What would you tell them to transition if they are thinking about transitioning back to India?
Yeah, I mean, I'll just definitely tell them to think wisely. And if you have education loan or if you have any liability, do not wait for 5 years or 7 years that, oh, I will get the H1B and I'll finish everything else. Just start saving from the day one. Try to
Mm,
get the teaching associate or those kind of jobs where definitely give you 60% fee, less things, and try to finish your education loan or any other liabilities as soon as possible, because H1B is only 3 times, right? So maybe you
true.
have to come back. And if you are coming back with those kind of numbers like 30 lakhs or 40 lakhs pending, then it would be very hard to pay back. So
Mm.
that's my main advice to all of the people. That just like don't buy luxurious things, don't buy like
Don't
luxurious
buy Tesla.
items. Tesla was actually cheaper to me because I got a free charging
You
everywhere.
made more money and you also paid off your loan. So, yeah. But
Yeah,
yeah, I
but
know what you mean.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, save the money and don't spend it without finishing everything, because you never
Mm.
know, you might need to come back.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Amazing.
don't take that coming back to India is a failure. It's not a
Mm.
failure because people will tell you, and do not get influenced by what people are thinking. Just
Mm.
get influenced by your mother, father, your very close family, and your partner. Do not listen to others because that will give you a little bit of depression and little bit of anxiety and all other things. Just do
Mm.
it. It's fine. So
Mm.
keep smiling, keep hustling, and
Amazing. Yeah. Again, I can't wait to have you back. Maybe we'll do like a separate topic. We'll see if people have some more questions and
yeah,
comments. And I was like, hey, Dhaval, let's do another one because now there's more questions about this topic. So, but you said it rightly. I think the biggest thing is going to be what are people going to think about this
yeah.
situation, and then I think the second big one, if they have a loan, how are they going to be able to pay off? So they will have to strategize and all of it. But again, thank you so much for being so kind, and I'll see you in the next one.
And you can definitely put a Instagram link or something if
Yeah,
people
your
have more
LinkedIn or
questions.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll definitely
Cool.
help them. Okay.
Cool.
All right.
All right.
Have a
Until
good
our
day.
next one, keep smiling and
Yeah,
keep hustling, guys.
you too.
Bye.